Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to Sunshine Haze Co. I'm Aja A. Happy New Year, happy new decade, all those good things. Happy birthday, as this video is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, like myself. Before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying is resonating with you, go on and check out your Moon and or Rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box. Excuse me. Wintertime, you know how that goes. This is not the typical monthly or, lunar cycle reading. This is actually for the year. So looking at January 1st through December 31st of 2020. We've got 5 cards here looking at the energy, overall energy for you, Capricorn, looking at, with the tarot, your finances and career, love and relationships, and also personal growth. And as always is the staple in my readings, I like to do what I call a soul message, a little something extra for you to take away with you from this spread, okay? So I actually, being a Capricorn rising, I'm excited to see these cards here, and I'm excited to excuse me, kick game to y'all in this reading. So we're just gonna go on and get started. The first card that I have coming up for us is in the position of the energy, overall energy for this year, and we've got friendship, which carries the energy of 17, which breaks down to 8. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the numerology. 8 is considered the number of infinity, karma, cycles. So Capricorn, 2020 for you is going to be a very transformative year. It's going to be a lot of things shifting for you, especially with, us getting ready to round out the Cancer Capricorn eclipse axis towards the middle of the year. I believe is when the last of these eclipses happens. And so a lot of shifts. And when you have karmic shifts, or when you come into this energy of infinity or cycles, it's in the physical and in the spiritual. So for you guys, with this being the friendship card, friendship carrying this energy of camaraderie, of, cohesion, of happiness, of fun, of, things coming together, that is associated with whatever cycle it is that you are coming into. So what you're coming into, Capricorn, is very positive. It's the best way I can put it. It is what your energy is aligned with. You're not there quite yet, or you weren't there in 2019. You were on your way there. 2020, you're going to be coming into alignment with that stuff, okay? Now, on a literal level, because this is the friendship card, a lot of you Capricorns are probably like, yeah, no. Yeah, no, I like to be in my house. I like to get by myself. Listen, like I said, I'm a Capricorn rising myself. I have 4 Capricorn siblings. I believe my mom has a Capricorn moon, and my stepmom's a Capricorn. So trust me, I know. I said friendship, and y'all were like, maybe this doesn't resonate with me. But on a literal level, Capricorn, that could be, you could just be forming stronger relationships with your friends. There could be people coming in that you're going to become, really good friends with. You could have some things coming up in the friendships that you consider important to you, or you could see some things start to clear out to make space for the things that need to come in on a general level. But I think this friendship card is more so associated with the energy of everything that you have envisioned for yourself coming together in a positive and abundant way, okay? And that is the overall energy for you for you this year. So everything that you deal with, this is the energy that's going to touch it. So, whatever you're working on, understand that whatever that is, this friendship energy, this energy of, abundance, of pulling things together, is going to be lent to that, because that is your overall or underlying energy throughout 2020, which is a really poppin' energy to have, especially like I said, with these eclipses and all that energy of change and transformation coming in. When you go through change and transformation, you want it to be for the best, for the better, right? Okay. Excuse me. Let's hop into the tarot, Capricorn. This is where I started pulling cards, and I was like, oh, it's lit. The first position in the spread with tarot is in the the finances and career. that's the spot right there. And with that spot, you've got T-Bone Anye coming up as your energy. So many people running around outside. Chelsea's just down there barking up a storm. Anyways, really popping card to have coming up in that position. This T-Bone Anye translates to good small angel, or small good angel. I'm not sure, but that's what it translates to, and it's a very positive energy. It's like having a little angel in your pocket. So when you think about that in regards to your finances and your career, it's like, okay, you've kind of got this good luck charm, and the good luck charm is your energy. So this card, in this deck, it carries the energy of coming into the self, of coming into positive transformation, of lending your energy to what makes you happy and to what makes you move. And if you look at the imagery on this card, you've got this woman. She is walking, very poised. She's not balancing, but she's holding a little pot on her head, and you've got the little angel coming into the head, bringing all the knowledge down into the head, and she's just receiving it, and she's just continuing along the path. So what I get with this card, Capricorn, is that for 2020, in regards to your finances and your career, you are going to be coming into this space of really just kind of intuitively knowing what moves to make. So if you are, if right now you're in a space where you're like, I need to save more money, it's kind of like you're going to look up and you're going to be like, oh, I've been working way more than I was, and now I've got this much in my account. And that's because you're receiving this energy, learning from your experiences, pulling from spirit, pulling from the universe, pulling from, what positive messages are being lent to you in order to pour that into the way that you deal with your finances in regards to your career. If you are in a space to where, you're like, I want to grow in my career, or I want to do this with my business, or I want this to turn out this way, like I said, you're going to be coming into the space of knowing. So it's like, you're going to have these desires, you're going to have these thoughts, you're going to have these ideas, and then the next thing you know, you're going to be working on them, or you're going to have already seen them unfold before your eyes. This is a really good energy to be working with because it's very positive, and it's also a major arcana card, so it comes in with a very strong energy as well. So, and what I want to say also with that card too, Capricorn, as I said, it's learning from experience. I do pick up on the sense that some of you Capricorns, and maybe a lot of you Capricorns, especially with this eclipse season happening for us, haven't been as smart as Capricorns are known to be with your finances, if that makes sense. If that is you, if that little message resonated, that is changing for you this year, okay? You're going to be coming back into this abundant energy along with your Capricorn. I know what to do. I think about things. I'm good with my money. I'm good with building upon my money. I'm good with investing. That is all shifting for you this year. It's coming in for you for 2020, and that's the energy that you're going to be rocking with as far as your finances and your career goes. So very positive energy there. I, for one, am like, at least as far as the finances goes, I might be rocking with the Capricorn reading. Okay, y'all. Next card in the spread is in the position of love and relationships. I was going to say romance, but love and relationships. So I'm going to read this for both the single people, and I'm also going to read this for people in relationships, the partnered Capricorns. Okay? We've got Azaka La Flambeau here. And this card carries a lot of mixed energies, and that is natural for this to be the 10 of Wands in traditional tarot. So first and foremost, let's kick game to the singles. So this card in this deck carries a little bit of this, like, not a little bit, this card carries the Phoenix energy. So if you don't know what a Phoenix is, go watch Harry Potter. Actually, go read the books. Read the books before you watch the movies, please. I actually just started rereading the Harry Potter books. I forgot how much I love them. Even, like, I started reading Harry Potter when I was, like, 8. I am gonna be 28 this year. Whew, Lord. I'm gonna be 28 this year, and I am rereading these books like, oh my gosh, I love it. All that to say, if you don't know what a phoenix is, it is this mystical bird that can catch itself on flames, burn up, and then regenerate from the flame into this like brand new version of itself. So as far as love is concerned, my single Capricorns, you've probably been single for a while, because Capricorn, when you're interested in something, you have to make sure that you're interested. And once you're sure that you're interested, then you decide if you actually want it. Then when you decide you actually want it, you go for it, and you get it, and you get it, and you keep it. Capricorns are wired for relationships. So if you're single Capricorn, you've probably been single for a while. Now, with that being said, the energy that I get from this card is that 2020 may not be all that popping of a year for you in regards to relationships. Like, I don't really get the vibes of, oh, Capricorn, you're gonna fall in love this year, you're gonna get with the love of your life this year, you're gonna, you know, do all this. This is a sex card, so you might be tossing the cakes, you know, whatever, have fun, live your best life, but it's not I'm not picking up on like you're going to be coming into any relationships. But what I do pick up on is that you're going to be revisiting relationships. And when I say revisiting, I don't mean calling these people up, hey, let's have lunch, let's talk about the past, oh, sending out text messages like, oh, you know, I'm reflecting and I just wanted to, nope, that's not what I mean by revisiting. I mean, like, you know, internal, individual, retrospective introspection in regards to your relationships, if that makes sense. Not necessarily going through the motions, but revisiting the memories of the motions. And I feel like you're going to have to do this during this year, Capricorn, because you are, especially if you've been single for a while, I do pick up on the sense that you are in a space to where you're like, well, I would be open to, you know, love coming in for me, but like it hasn't happened. And that's because you haven't been putting out that energy, Capricorn. You guys are very introverted, and you know, if you're not interested in it, especially if you're not interested in you putting out the love of yourself, that you're definitely not going to put out that energy to call a relationship or to call a partner to you. And that's okay, because I don't think that's the energy that you need to put out this year. I'm more so, like I said, this card is coming in with Phoenix energy, so I feel like you're revisiting things because Capricorn, you're in a space to where you're like, if I do want love, or if love does come in, I don't have time for the bullshit. I got shit to do. That's very much so Capricorn energy. Capricorn is, like, your phrase is literally, I don't have time for that. I have shit to do. So for you guys, it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to, in the future, be dealing with somebody that I got to deal with a whole bunch of bullshit, put my other shit on the back burner. So instead, how about I go back and revisit and think about how this made me feel, what this was like, why I don't want to do that, so that it is fresh in my memory, so that I know when it's time for me to come into these situations that is not what I'm calling to me. So you've got the Phoenix energy, burn it up, regenerate. So you've got to heal. And this is the thing, Capricorn, you may say that you're over things, and you may actually be over things, but you guys are not known for really being able to process your emotions effectively. So you may have, you know, been over some situations. However, there may be a little bit of energetic debris still, you know, circling around you in regards to those things, which kind of creates this haziness, which becomes an obstacle in regards to dealing with love or calling love to you. You know what I'm saying? So burn it up. Whatever is left over, whatever you need to work through, whatever you need to remind yourself of so that you don't come into that again, 2020 is the time for you to do that. I do feel that by like 2021, 2022, you guys will have done so much work and come into such strength in regards to your energy and in the physical, that you will actually be manifesting, you know, the type of partner or the partner that you bring to yourself. So just brace yourself for that, but you got to do the work first. And I don't think that is anything that sounds too alarming to you, Capricorn. You guys are workers anyway. Now, for my Spirit is funny. I'm getting ready to read for the coupled Capricorns, and before I kick game to y'all, like I've been saying, I keep my readings very real. I believe that sugarcoating messages is a way to really have everybody out here fucked up and fucked off, and I try not to do that. So, I don't try not to do that. I don't do that. So I read what the cards tell me. I'm about to give it to y'all real. So if you're not into real, go on and click on your little moon and rising sign right now. Right now. I'm going to give you 3 seconds. Okay. So for my Capricorns in relationships, as I was saying, Spirit is funny because I said single, and it's clear I just finished reading for the singles, and I was in my mind, I was consciously wanting to say for my coupled Capricorns, and I was thinking also like that's funny alliteration, but I slipped out and said single. You've got the 10 of fire, the 10 of wands here. This is normally what I consider an aw shit card. It's a card of just so many things piling on top and piling on top and piling on top, and not being able to see your way to the bottom, not being able to see your way to the top, and it's just all happening all at the same time, and it's all hectic, and it's just all over the place, right? So for some of you Capricorns, and again, this is a general reading, so this may not resonate with you, but for some of you that are in relationships, either you've been coming into that energy of, okay, your relationship is starting to weigh heavy on you, whether it's shit that's been going down, or whether what you've been thinking about, or whether what you've been doing, or what you haven't been doing, or what your partner's been doing or hasn't been doing. Or that could be an energy that you might be coming into this year, Capricorn, and you guys, you carry this paternal energy, so I feel like that if this is resonating with you, you already know that. You can already sense that it's coming for you. Now, as I was saying with the single Capricorns, there's this Phoenix energy, and with this Phoenix energy, I literally said burn it up. So for you guys, you're gonna have to go through your wands. You're gonna have to burn through the shit, and I don't sense reconciliation happening after that, but I do sense a different chapter. The 10 finishes the fire suit, so it's like, well, once you burn it up, what's next? Not this, but something different. You know what I mean? And I think it's important to note about the Phoenix, when it regenerates from its ashes, from the flames, it comes into something beautiful, something similar to what it was before, but just in the sense that it's familiar, but something completely different as well. So I think it's important for you to know, as you go through these motions during the year in regards to your relationship, it's okay to let it burn, baby, burn. It's cool. Like, it's cool to let it drop. It's cool to let the bombs fly, because you have to, because you've got to burn this up and clear out that space. I consider fire a cleansing element along with water. Water washes away, fire burns it up, but it still clears it out. Fire is just a little bit more hectic, a little bit more intense at the surface when it comes to clearing things out. So you might be coming in, you might be having some arguments, some very heated arguments, Capricorn. You also may be dealing with a lot of external energies coming in, and also maybe throwing sticks into the fire yourself along with your partner. I wouldn't be surprised. This is also a card of hope. So with that being said, I also pick up on the sense that Capricorn, especially like I said to the single Capricorns earlier, like when you get into relationships, like you're in it to win it. Like you're not, when you get into relationships, you don't really consider like, oh, well, what if this doesn't work? Like you're just kind of like, okay, well, I'm here and this is what it is and this is what it's going to be. So for you guys, even while you're going through these motions, I do pick up on the sense that you're like, no, like this is my foundation. This is what I'm comfortable with. I love this person. But so even though this is happening, like we can make this work. We can get through this. I think it's important for you Capricorns to tap into your earth at that point and be very realistic and say, okay, well, all this shit is happening. Do I need to stay in this fire, or do I need to let the fire fizzle out so that I can move on into that next chapter? And that is your answer. I don't really have anything else to say about that. Oh, one more thing is I mentioned this was the sex card. So Capricorn, very important to not try to maintain your relationship through sex, through sexual actions. You know, people think, okay, if we have sex, it's going to make it better. No. And I believe sex is a very spiritual act. So when you are in these karmic relationships and it's time for you to move out of them, as I say, if you stick in them, that's when the shit starts to hit the fan. You don't want to do that, and you don't want to involve sex and intimacy in that as well. So just be mindful. Look, I'm not going to tell you to not toss it, but like I would maybe start to, preparing for my next chapter, and just not even really putting as much energy into that aspect of the relationship, and putting energy more so into, okay, how do I ignite this fire so that it can burn out? And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I mean, it is what it is, okay? All right, y'all. Let's get into your last tarot card here. You've got Courir le Mardi Gras, in the position of your personal growth. And this is a funny card when it comes up in this type of position, because this is a wild card. This is in this book, in my notes, I have do what thou wilt, and I also have fuck it, go balls to the wall. So for you guys, in regards to your personal growth, as you are going through the motions here with this T-Bone Anye card, this is definitely a card of coming into the self. So you're already heavy in that, right? And then you've got this Azaka La Flambeau, which is like you've got to create this big old fire. You've got to light this big old fire to make this big old change. So what else are you going to be doing but coming into your own? What else are you going to be doing than other than doing what thou wilt, right? And this is a card of, just really living your life to its fullest, really allowing your heart and your spirit to lead you into the things that you love, and into the energies and places and around the people that you are truly supposed to be aligned with, but doing so in a way that you're able to enjoy the ride. So for you guys, even as you go through the motions with this Azaka La Flambeau card, I feel like you're going to be enjoying the lessons that you're learning, enjoying the energies that are transpiring, not necessarily like the negative ones, but like enjoying what's clearing out, enjoying what's coming in. And you're for sure going to be enjoying this T-Bone IA energy and the finances and the career element, especially with your little Capricorn, Pentacle souls. Trust me, listen, I'm very hip. I am very much so hip, Capricorn. But the message with this card is really just, if you're not in a space to where you feel like you're living your best life, you've got to do whatever it takes to change or shift that, because that is what 2020 is for you. It's a turn of a new decade. And I feel like this is, again, with your eclipses, a turning point for you. So the change that you're coming into is very positive. Like I said, what you're supposed to be aligned with in Capricorn. I feel like it's been maybe a rough couple years for you. Like it's been some work, and this is definitely the time where, the only way that you're going to see a successful, positive, abundant future is if you put in successful, positive, abundant energy. And what better way to do that than living your best life and doing what makes you happy, okay? And you'll start to see that and understand that as this year transpires. All right, Capricorn. Whew. Last card in your spread is in the position of your soul message. So this is just something extra for you to take away with you from this reading. And you've got the sapphire card here. And I was like, ooh, that's pretty. I like it. And blue is like, dark blue is one of your colors too. And what I liked the most was the master number energy. You've got 38 there, which breaks down into 11. And 11 is the master number associated with healing and enlightenment. So as I said, you've got a lot of healing coming in, and you've got enlightenment coming in here, and you've got ascension coming in here with that master number energy as well. A lot of spiritual shifts, and when you go through spiritual shifts, it's a lot of physical shifts that happen for you, kind of as a domino effect. But I get the sense that these are all very, very positive for you, especially with that friendship card coming up there, and with that 8 energy. Like, these are the cycles that you're supposed to be going into, okay? The message on this card is to regenerate your body, and that could be very literal, like, get your health together, Capricorn. But what I more so pick up on that with that card is that you need to make sure that you are putting energy into doing new things that you were not doing before, so that you do come into this friendship, this very compatible energy in regards to everything that you've got going on. What were you doing before that didn't have you in this T-Bone Anye energy? Okay, stop doing that. Do something different so you can get here. What are you doing that is keeping you in the hecticness and the crazy part of the Azaka La Flambeau energy? Okay, shift that, change that, so that you can, again, burn it up, come into that Phoenix energy. What are you doing that's keeping you back from this Courrier Le Mardi Gras energy? What are you doing? Why are you not living your best life? Fix that, do that in the physical, and regenerate your body. Shift, rejuvenate what you've got going on in the physical, okay? Now, blue. Sapphire is blue, which is associated with the throat chakra, which is all about communication and, listening, and also healing. When you think of blue stones, it's they're often associated with soothing anxiety and depression and things like that. So it's very important for you, again, to work through, and this was in the love position, but this can go as far, like, it can be general as well for this reading. Like, it's important for you to heal and work through what you need to work through, Capricorn, because you've got to come into new energies. You've got a whole bunch of new popping ass shit coming in for you, and you can't get there while you're still holding on to wild stuff. So burn up whatever is being carried with that 10 of Wands, okay? Also with sapphire, you can actually, if you got the bread and you got some sapphires, you can actually, meditate with some sapphires, or wear sapphires around your throat. Also work with blue stones like lapis lazuli. What was I working with the other day? Was it celestite? I think it was celestite. I've got, what else? Sodalite is a good blue stone to work with. Blue goldstone is one of my favorite. That one's a man-made stone, but it does still carry a very powerful energy. I really like how blue goldstone looks too. Blue kyanite is a very quickly working, very highly vibrational throat chakra stone. And I also, because you're coming into this sense of knowing, especially with this T-bone Anya energy, you can also work with the blue stones with your third eye and your crown. Do some research on that if you're not into, if you're like kind of getting into meditating and into working with stones. I do that a lot. I would definitely look into working with throat chakra stones with your third eye chakra and your crown chakra. Okay. And also your thymus chakra. People don't know much about the thymus chakra, but I would also look into that too. And heart chakra. Look, all the chakras, all the upper chakras, you can work with blue. You can work with any stone anywhere, but like it's beneficial to work with throat chakra stones or blue stones in your upper chakra areas. Okay, that was a little tangent, and I'm gonna actually put out some videos on those things coming up this year, so be on the lookout for that. Hit that little bell and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And you know, but basically Capricorn, 2020 for you is coming into this new positive energy, is coming into being able to live your best life, and doing so by making the changes that need to be made and understanding the lessons and the energies that are coming in and that need to be understood. Okay, very positive year for you, lots of change and transformation coming up on the horizon. And that's your spread. I hope that it resonated with you. If you got any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you've got if you like your own personal reading, feel free to book one with me. I've got my Etsy shop link down below. We're in a Master number 22 universal year. Got a video up on that. I also have something new for my channel. It's a pick a card reading, and that one is covering the decade. So for the next 10 years, I've got messages for you. All that's linked down below. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. I hit 1K. I'm gonna be celebrating that, putting up a video in a couple of weeks. Gonna be a little giveaway. So like I said, subscribe and hit the bell so you can keep up with when I put that out if you're interested in participating. And I think that is it for my shameless plugs. Again, thank y'all. Happy New Year. Wishing y'all abundance, happiness, blessings, peace, all those good things for 2020 and this next decade. And I will catch y'all next time. Peace.